Cheese, you want to do the introduction?
Hey, hi everyone, welcome to the salty tournament. Lanni, what name is it?
Salt Throne.
Welcome to the Salt Throne tournament. Here I have Lannister and Felkdev. They'll be commentating the game. Here we have a player, I think also known as Captain West, Sneaker Dead. You got Frank and GVX. I think this is the one of the most stacked groups. I think a lot of the tournament favorites are in this group, and I think you can just watch this group itself and just take that result and run with it. But here we should have quite exciting game. We have a lot of high tier leaders. I think Felk says that this is Ilban and Yuna role, and we'll be interested to see what the players pick.
What do you think, Falk? It's gonna go with what?
So, looking at the relaxed row, there's the Slick Farmer card, which is really good early on, especially for someone who goes for shipping, because they can get 2 full space cards and Slick Farmer. And it's a huge boost for an early Swordmaster. And of course, Ildan and Yuna all need that sweet Solari.
Oh, looks like Elban was taken by GVX. Not a surprise. What do you think Frank's gonna go with? He's gonna go with Beast.
I think he'll take Beast just to deny Sneaker. Like Sneaker's so much more comfortable on Beast, right?
Yeah, Frank's pretty comfortable with Beast.
Yeah, I think Frank plays a lot of Tessia as well.
Yeah, Beast and Tessia. They are already going into some heavy accusations.
Okay, so Felk and Lanni, I'll leave y'all here. I have to go and sleep.
All right.
But catch y'all later. I hope it's a great
later,
game.
dude.
See ya.
Ilban looks like he's got a pretty bad hand.
Also, Tessia with ring and no faction access.
Always know a man's desperate when he goes to Air on the first move. Yeah, this is a pretty bad start for Sneaker and GPX.
Picks up an infiltrate.
Baron's got a pretty good hand for reveal.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that the others will try to block Baron here next round. Otherwise, he will have a really strong start. Next round, if he goes Hardy Warriors with double daggers and it's a VP conflict, it's a pretty huge boost. Sneaker is also dropped from the CTs. That's not good.
Yeah. Well, he's not technically fully blocked, but
I think he just goes
okay.
tank negotiation here.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Is lagging. Oh, it's Frank. I just see the ED at the end.
Frank's lagging up the wazoo. Do you agree with that play?
I don't really see the point because he has no daggers, so going into the combat is not advantageous for him.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big waste of troops there. Troops are so scarce in this that you can't just throw out 3 troops even if you are beast. Yeah, as you can see, Sneaker's already criticizing him.
Like going tech negotiation, you have a 5 reveal, you can nuke into something.
And you can win the next
Nice.
2 combats fairly easily too.
Yep.
Sneaker needs to go back to training school, looks like. All that for 2 Solari.
I picked up missionary as well. So I guess he wants to draw a card next
Whoa.
round, so he has a
2
high
power
chance.
cards.
Oh yeah.
Jessica and the whoa, what is he doing?
Also, West didn't play his experimentation here because he wants to hold on to his water. So he has plans to visit Hardy Warriors this round.
Is this a conspire play or
No, I think he's going for Shuttle Fleet. If it's really good,
shuttle fleet?
you get it early. Yep.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes. I thought you were talking about the 2 card draw one.
No. That's Godspeed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially since he's already at 6 Solari. The table talk has already begun.
Yep. And it's indeed a Shuttle Fleet play. It nicely sets him up for Swordmaster next round.
So one thing that should be said, a lot of these players play with each other all the time, so they know their own styles. It's gonna be interesting to see if they play anything different. Looks pretty standard so far. Early reveal, okay. Sneakers Silver Tongue already worked. Got GVX in the early reveal.
I mean, he had to. Because what other options does he have? He already has Solari for Ventat. There are no other good cards. And the
Yeah,
end
you can always get
always
an
worth
affection.
early
Yeah,
revealing for.
that's true. If anything's worth early revealing for, that's it.
Now, interesting why West and Arakim instead of Karthag.
I think he's hoping to buy something. I don't remember what West bought, but I don't remember it being any good.
He bought Home Delegate and CH Reverend Mother.
Yeah. I think Sneaker's in a pretty tight spot right now. He's
I
behind
think
her, I think.
no, I think he's in a decent spot. He almost has enough Solari for Swordmaster. He has great flat, hostaged, and he has decent faction access and a
Problem,
decent
I
intrigue.
think, wow, that's a lot of combat cards.
It's a lot indeed.
Looks like West is likely going to win this fight too if he really wants to. Yeah, technically he can win this fight.
And Sneaker that just picked up Demand Respect. That's a huge card. Stasia.
I think that there may be fireworks this fight. He might push in for the Hardy Warriors to try to set up his demand respect, but West might put a wrench in that plan.
A Sneaker definitely infiltrates here for Swordmaster. He really wants that last action in combat.
Yep.
Let's see what GVX is up to. I don't hate going Imperial base in here and then picking up disposal facility.
So if you're in this game and you're assessing the situation, who do you think is leading and who do you think is lagging at this point?
I think that GVX is lagging and maybe Frank.
What
I
do you think,
mean,
Frank?
he had a really bad start with that 3 troops for the Solari
Yeah, that was
trade-off.
a pretty critical error, I'd say. Yeah. Self-inflicted, though.
But he has his 2 penny cards together, so that could sling him.
West elects to give up on this fight. Wants another fight another day. Probably because there's 2 actions from Beast behind.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, Sneaker chose to play his Truthsayer and discard the Convincing.
Do you know what the reason may be for that?
I mean, other than just rotating your deck because you have your 2 faction access cards.
I figured he'd
Right
want to hold
now,
on to
in
the
your hand.
extra daggers for the fight. Because it's Beast probably going in on this too, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to hold on to your extra daggers, but he could have just played his dagger and not used the Truthsayer. So I guess he just wants to rotate his deck, cycle into his faction cards, the Truthsayer and the Diplomacy. that he has in hand. So West is not in this conflict, so Sneaker has his shot. Looks like his card is at the bottom of West's discard.
Well, looks like he gave up on this fight too.
Yes, I don't know why though.
I think the intrigue may have scared him off, and the fact that Beast's deck is cycled back in, so he doesn't know what he has.
Still, it's better to play your faction access, and you can also just risk it. Like maybe Beast doesn't have
Well, he needs to get the
CD
spice now,
access.
because if he doesn't get the spice now, GVX is gonna get it. I think it is his thinking.
That's not true because this combat, first and second place gives a voter, so he can guarantee that he will have. If
Only
he
if he
spends
goes
one
Hardy
voter
Warriors,
on Hardy Warriors. Yeah, but
because
you
if he
would
spent
go
it,
Hardy Warriors in order.
yeah, if he goes Hardy
try to
Warriors,
win
then
this.
he'll only net zero the water. Like he'll be at 1 water at the end of the combat.
No, he went great flat, so he had 2 water.
Oh,
so
I
he
see.
spends 1, he's down to 1.
I get you now. I think this was a pretty costly thing for GPX as well. It's not going to be doing combat for a while.
I think that Cheesable's stream just grows.
Did it? Looks fine to me.
Okay. Oh, it was just for me. West has some pretty huge intrigues and
Yeah.
cheating.
He's got a lot of things going for him.
Hence, a free Swordmaster. Nobody is blocking him. Ooh.
Ooh. Frank got a pretty good round too. He's gonna get 2 bumps, then he's going to get the experimentation movement. He's gonna go selective breeding.
Looks like Frank really wants to go selective breeding.
Yeah.
This is awkward for GVX because he has his 4th space that draws him a card, and he has an empty draw die.
Well, guess he draws 3.
So now he won't see Deluxe Master for.
Depends if he finds his way into a research station, but you'll need to find a city card first. If he gets another Solari, he could get a Dreadnought maybe. Looks like he's going to demand that respect this turn.
Unless West goes hard in this
I don't see
combat.
that happening. He just has a desert icon.
I kinda see it. Because if he just won it by sheer force of troops, that would have been really awkward for West. Because then he's up to 5 intrigues, and he cannot play any of those. And he's last next round. But now he can just use his intrigues to beat Sneaker here.
That's true, he is holding 3 intrigues. At what point would you Bindu with Frank's card? Bindu
When
for
he
the
goes
9?
for a Spice Festival, or when he has a really awkward hand.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. It's gonna go for it. Does Sneaker see the play?
Does he greed and go smuggling? Does he
No,
go
he
for the
senses
safe
danger.
play? Racer Station.
Does he put in the extra troops? Yes, he does. Smart guy.
But only one, so he's up to 11, and West can put in +8, so he just beats him.
Yeah,
Does West
unfortunate.
risk this? I think he should.
I think he would, yeah. Because if he gets second place, then he's screwed anyway. He's the last on rotation. And he'll have 4 people or 3 people have an opportunity to steal from his hand, so I'd rather push it all out now.
And Frank decides not to push the Benny Alliance, but go for Denmark.
West is the first to get his Eagle Throw. Ooh.
That's huge.
Oh, wow.
So in this position, only the 2 of them being in the conflict, now West might be tempted to just retreat 1 troop.
Would he, though?
But
Do you think he's going to fight or flight?
I think he should fight, but it's a tournament, so
Yeah,
you never know.
I think he's going to fight.
GBX is having a really slow game here.
Yeah, I don't
He
know if this
really
TM is
needs
going
that.
to get online.
He really needs that Spy Sunlight. Otherwise, he has no chance.
Yeah. Like, Frank and West are having a really good game.
I don't think that Frank is really strong here.
He's got high persuasion. He's got access to shipping. He's got troops in garrison above anybody else.
So Frank really needs high council in order to start by Spice Must Falls. So that's why I would have liked if he goes secrets instead of going for a dreadnought.
You gonna go for
Because
it?
then,
He
because
goes
then
for
he
it.
has
What a god! No hesitation.
Sneaker is not happy.
Yep, that one troop he saved cost him. And he
Oof.
rightfully protects his alliance, knowing that Sneaker's coming after it. Smart move.
Three bad intrigues back to back.
Yeah. Well, he might be able to make something out of it. That was a bad round for West, though. He just ended up spending his action to save a point of his.
No, I think it was beneficial for him.
The overall net gain wasn't that good, though. What I'm saying, because it doesn't progress his end game state. Just protects it.
Well, it depends on what intrigues he gets. But he
Yeah.
got two bad ones.
Two garbage ones.
Unlucky.
Which alliance do you think GVX is going to go after?
GBX, I think that he will go for the front and just try to raise the research tech.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
never
He
mind.
uses it. Uses it? The hell?
I think that's a mistake.
Why? Is
You
it that
really
short
want
change of Solari? Do you buy appropriate and I not pay attention to that or something?
No, he did not. I think he wants Swordmaster, but it's a trap for him. He just needs high council and try to print spice on walls as quickly as he can.
Yeah. So West has somewhat of an awkward hand. He has 9 now. What would you do in his position?
I don't know what card he has face down. I did not pay attention to that.
I believe it was the Infiltrator to Desert. Forgot the name.
Oh yeah, John Delegate. I think that he should just try to go for a spiceless flow. The
So Chon
Imperium roll
Delegate.
is
Yeah. So Chon Delegate and then early reveal.
no. You can always go attack negotiation.
I
But it's
see.
awkward with his 3 intrigues.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Snooper. The Sonic Snoopers is a good option.
Yeah. Yes, especially with these ones.
Yeah, and he's got a signet ring, so he'll get 5. 1 for the Sonic Snoopers, 1 for the signet ring. And then he'll get to swap out potentially 4, because he's definitely keeping War Chest.
I don't think that he should keep War Chest.
Really?
It's a decent intrigue, but not in every position.
Don't forget about your... Yeah, there you go.
Oof,
Oh boy.
lots of combat intrigues. I
Jesus
think that
Christ.
you should just keep blackmail.
Wait,
But
he didn't... What is he doing? Why did... Oh god. Why would you do that, dude? Never give free resources to your opponents. Thought the whole point was to get rid of and use it.
The game is really telling Sneaker to go high council. He already has 2 intrigues interacting with high council. So I guess we can see a conspire play into high council from him next round. And let's see what Frank is doing.
He's gonna
He's
take
going.
this combat.
Yep, he dares Sneaker.
And he's in a great spot too, because he can always retreat those 3 troops if things go south.
Yes, but it's not a great use of your only combat intrigue.
Yeah, it's still nice to save 6 troops or 6 value troops. Yeah, good idea. Close it all. You know, it's no coincidence when Sneaker's 1 below you.
Yes, but he's playing Tessia, so he can always just shift down.
That's
he
true,
should
but you
shift
still
down.
don't want to. You still don't want to lose an alliance. And it's good use of his blackmail for later, since it's very likely he's going to shift down, as you said.
Yes, that's true. Seeker gets a cheap second place. That puts him at 5 Solari.
So if you're in West position, would you still just hold on to the 4 and hope nobody steals from you, or do you swap out?
I think that he should definitely swap some.
Yeah, me too. Or at the very least, put in a dreadnought or something like that. Don't give any more freebies to anyone.
Like, he knows that Frank has 2 um,
Plan couplings.
planned couplings, and Frank also wants to go secrets because he has no spies.
There you go. Forgot his spice. Are you able to tell him to get his spice?
He got it.
Okay.
Sneaker has some really awkward intrigues.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Frank may relieve him of some of that next turn.
Yep.
Yep, for sure. And Frank's gonna love it. He's gonna get that war chest, likely, or demand respect.
Does he give up ship?
Yes, he does. Because breach. Oh no, he doesn't. No, he does not. Does GVX give up value? Yes, he does.
Like
I would've
GVX
went-
really has to play his own game. He's so
Yeah.
behind.
Well, he's trying to get spy satellites. That's why he rushed for that spice.
Or selective breeding, but that's
No, it's
Pokemon.
definitely spy satellites. Definitely spy satellites. I'll bet my friendship with Felkdev on it that it's gonna be spy satellites.
Sneaker gets one good intrigue and a mediocre one. Now he just needs to clear his hand.
And immediately, GPX is saved.
Goes
One
for a
tile.
dreadnought.
3 points for 4 spice. Seems fair to me. What is your opinion on that comeback mechanic?
Which one?
Spy satellites.
Oh yeah, I think that it should be kept at one VP max.
Yeah. I mean, 3 is just, come on, man. Like, if you need 3 VP, you should be out of the game already. You shouldn't have that much of a comeback mechanic. Too much.
And it also interacts with For Humanity. Or some nasty combos. Where you can just drop down and still get the VP for the faction.
GVX
And
is
I
totally
also
out of this now. Now I see him as like a decent favorite in this.
I was gonna say I also lost my first game to someone looking in Spice Alliance, of course.
Yeah. That was pretty disgusting. Oh, he picks up a good one.
I think that he should have acted a little bit slower so the others don't know that it's a really bad one on top. Gotta put the mind games.
Yep. That's my salad. Why do you care? Just go use your experimentation.
Yeah, he just realized. I think that he should go smuggling. Maybe. So he has money for Manta.
I think
Oh,
he's
but
just trying to make it.
He gets it from researching.
Yeah.
And it's the legendary bug that he got the one Solari twice that he noticed.
Wait, what happened? What bug?
So sometimes when you go down on the Solari route of the research path, it gives you the one Solari twice. You can see it in the logs.
Hmm.
Looks like West is winning this combat and he's up to 8 VPs then. The question is, does West dash in the shadows to get the bomb? Or just recycles it with Sonic Snowbird?
I trash it. Crash it, get a bump, and then if it's not good, cycle out almost everything in the hand except the blackmail.
Yes, I think so too. It really needs to put the pressure on the Adams.
Do it, West. Do it. Yeah, there you go. He's debating, but it should be in the shadows. Yep. Smart move.
Okay, that's a intrigue he can use.
Wow, West is darn strong.
Interesting that he went for the beetle.
You think he should have went for troops?
Yes, because he has strong combat potential. I mean, those beetles do nothing for quite some time.
I think
Like
you're
even
right,
his
given
next
that he has
research.
I think
Even
you're
his
right, given
next
he has
research.
diversion. Because if he had the troops and used the shipping
He, sh-
upwards,
he should
he could
just
have done
trash
Haughty Warriors.
diversion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At this point, sure. I agree with that.
Like that beetle does nothing, and he needs 2 research bombs to get to the next one. Or he needs 2 specimens. The game is really coming to a close.
Interesting. I think we may see West go to a city spot first and hope to hit Hardy Warriors next. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Unless someone commits really hard on this combat, but that won't be the case.
Is this going to give him the 6 alive by going to Arakeen as well?
Now Frank went for a risky play here. He chose to play his liaison instead of mission area.
Why do you think that is?
So he loses 1 persuasion, but he hoped that he can hit one
Blind
of his
coupling?
plant couplings. He's behind, so he has to go for risky plays. What should GVX do here? Oh, he
Uses
plays
his
Throne on Politics again.
what the hell? Yeah.
He wants to grab the Emperor Alliance.
Oh, just end your turn, dude. Oh,
John shares for Sneaker. That's not good. He already has War Chest and Flagship.
yeah,
And
he
this
has a
is
lot to
Economic
support.
Supremacy. He can win the combat, but only get 1 VP. Oh no. He gets only an extra bomb.
Ooh.
It looks like West will take this game.
Where do you think West is going to take his bump?
I think that he should take it on Benny's. Unless...
Okay.
So that forces Sneaker to reveal it's in the shadows. And it's not likely that West can take any other lions.
That's a good point.
What is GVX doing?
Trying to
Needs to
fulfill
get into
his.
the combat.
He's trying to fulfill his intrigue.
But that's a trap.
Yep.
Like, he can fulfill it, but at the cost of more than 2 VPs.
I think he just sees his death knell. I don't think he thinks he has a chance, given how much Sneaker's committed and how many combat cards or
I
potential
think he
combat
can
cards.
still quiz second place.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have confidence in that because I think he sees West as potentially having that threat. Because if he goes up, he can steal an alliance, or not steal an alliance, take the Imperial alliance and fulfill his goal. But if he just goes to Imperial base and 4 troops, doesn't really do much. I mean, second place for having had jack shit the entire game is pretty good.
This is a really awkward situation for everyone.
Goes for the fight. Oh, I admire that.
Yep, he denies the easy alliance for Sneaker.
And the easy alliance goes in favor of West.
Oh yes. And the game might be over because
Most
of GVX.
definitely is.
What? And Sneaker decides to play his Gunthopter?
To get
It's
this
just
7 Solari.
this just solidifies West's position because he can get a VP guaranteed.
I think he's not sure if he's going to win, so just wants to get the guaranteed Chom shares off.
But that's also awkward because then he cannot use his war chest,
Nor can
which
he.
is so he can only use his strategic push. And West will all in. Yeah, this is just so awkward for Sneaker, having so many intrigues but no useful ones.
He didn't even get a chance to use the High Council, unfortunately. And he's one step away from the last track, too.
So if West didn't have the Common Alliance for free here, and there's possibly a next round, I think that Sneaker going for High Council might have given him a shot. But now the game is just over.
I think this was a mistake by West not getting that fourth spice.
Oh, West just trashed his tiebreaker.
He also gave up that spice. He should have played it. He would have 4 spice to get 3 points. Right?
I think that he should just all in to get 1 BP out of this combat. So just go for as much combat potential as he can.
Yeah, but I mean, his second entry gives him a free spice, right?
Oh yeah, he didn't use it. Yeah,
It's critical
that's a
error.
mistake. It's not like he's gonna reach the end of the research track anyways. Sneaker just rather passes, and he's not even getting second. Oh no. Tragic news. He's finishing last.
Oof.
And Frank gets third.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
West,
see now.
yeah. West should have used that intrigue to get that extra point, though.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's a tournament with group games, so everything counts. Each VP.
All right, let's go over and talk to them.
Yeah, sure.